Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly reading for April 2025. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Carl Tarot. I am a tarot reader, astrology enthusiast, and root worker, and I do monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube. And I also post them to Instagram and TikTok, so maybe you've seen me around. I'm going to go ahead and just get started in your reading and start with an oracle deck here. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so whatever comes up, okay? Spiritual team, Legendary Ladies Goddess deck. What messages do you have for the Taurus collective for April 2025? Got a lot of things jumping and turning around. What messages do you have for the Taurus collective for April 2025? What messages do you have for the Taurus collective for April 2025? Okay, first card we have is Lakshmi, and it says abundance. I like that. It's giving Taurus, it's giving Venus, and I like it a lot. At the bottom of the deck, we have, excuse me, my pronunciation, Chalchiu Utlique. I know that's Mayan or Aztec. I know I pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry. But at the bottom of the deck, it says, or at the bottom of the card, it says fresh start. Okay, I like this. We are basically in the new astrological year. Spring has sprung, and also happy birthday to all my March Tauruses out there, or not March, I'm sorry, April Tauruses, April birthdays. I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook for these cards so we can just get all of the messages you guys need for your reading. Give me 1 second. So, Lakshmi, goddess of fortune and prosperity, brings a bounty of rewards for great work. She especially favors people who have perseverance and put in the hard work, so make sure you're putting in the time. Abundance is coming very soon. I love to hear that for my Tauruses. Okay. I feel like you guys have been putting in a lot of work. As a fellow fixed sign, I know that we are very good at like sticking to the task at hand. So I feel like you guys have just been grinding, staying right there, right where you need to be, being productive, just churning out what you need to churn out, even if the rewards or the recognition hasn't always been there. But I feel like you guys have been doing well. So I think recognition is finally coming for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this lovely goddess's card and meaning, and she is Aztec. And it says, let everything else go and start over from scratch. The goddess of water, I'm not going to try and pronounce this name again, is here to help you wash away everything that isn't working for you and create a brand new story. She's guiding you over her rainbow bridge to more fertile grounds. Okay. Some of you guys could be starting something new. Could be a new job. You could be getting into a new industry. Maybe you're launching a new project, a new something. Okay, and it just feels like this brand new start is where things just start to fall into place for you guys, maybe financially or recognition wise, success wise, growth wise. It just feels like things are finally moving forward the way that you want. And you are kind of getting the return on investment, so to speak. It's a very corporate word or set of words, I should say. But yeah, you're kind of getting returns on finally what it is that you've been putting into something, which is great news. All right, let's go ahead and get into your tarot. Spiritual team, Tarot of the Divine. What messages do you have for the Taurus collective? What messages do you have for the Taurus collective for April 2025? What do we have? Oh, 4 of Wands. I like that. 5 of Cups reversed. Knight of Coins. 8 of Wands. Queen of Wands reversed. Wow. This is beautiful. And the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. 2 of Coins. Ace of Coins. The Hierophant. 6 of Coins reversed. Very interesting. We have a couple reversals here, but only 3. Everything else is in the upright. Everything. I love these cards. Even one of them in the reverse is something that I don't mind. For a lot of you guys, it feels like there's been some sort of process that has been really painful, sad. I don't really know how else to put it with this Five of Cups in reverse next to this Knight of Coins upright. It feels like there's been a really slow, very grinding period for you guys of trying to get through something. But I feel like it is finally turning around. Some of you guys have, and I don't feel like the grind is necessarily when you were mourning something or very sad about something. I feel like you've gotten past something mentally and emotionally, but in terms of trying to move forward and move on, it just feels like it's taken a very long time. And so I think part of that has to do with the fact that Spirit really wanted you to do a lot of this healing, which is what this card in reverse says to me. If this was upright, this would tell me that you're still kind of sad and dealing with some very deep emotions that were painful. But since it's reversed, this tells me that you've done the healing and you're learning how to move forward and move on. So it's possible that Spirit really wanted you to kind of take this progress slowly so that you could completely heal and make sure that you're in a good place to move forward, which I really think you are, because I have this Four of Wands here. It feels like you're coming home to something, or you're finally arriving at a destination of some kind. It feels like the perfect foundation or match made in heaven is finally coming together. And yeah, it just feels like things really start to pick up here in April. I'm hearing maybe around your birthday. So the second half of April is when you can start to see things maybe speeding up here. I think it's going to vary for all of you, but like I said, for Aries, I think the next month or so, May even, is going to be when things start to pick up for a lot of people, just because we're in the middle of two retrogrades. We have Venus retrograde going through middle of April. We have Mercury retrograde ending at the beginning of April. We've got eclipse season that we're coming out of. There's just a lot of disruptions and changes and challenges and rethinking and revisiting and, reconfiguring things. And I feel like Spirit is like, it's okay that things aren't moving forward right now. Things aren't really moving forward for a lot of people, but this is a really good time to kind of just sit and really make sure that you are in the best possible headspace possible before I completely let you move forward. And they just want to make sure you're very stable. And I think if this was literally anybody else, like if this was an Aries reading, I'd probably say that you guys have probably been struggling with this. But I feel like you guys are doing really well. You're fixed earth signs, so you guys don't mind, diligently working through what you need to work through. Yes, I'm sure there is a little bit of impatience, but I don't get that feeling here. I think you guys have just kind of resigned yourselves to, hey, when the timing is right, the timing is right. And right now is not that time. And I think you guys are recognizing that, that time is coming soon. Maybe you just don't know exactly when. But I feel like I see this happening for you guys. It's coming in very quickly after a long period. And I have a feeling once these retrogrades and all the shadow periods are over, like I said, May is probably when things will start really picking up, but you'll start to see signs of it. Mid to late April is when you're going to start seeing things moving a little bit faster. You guys have been super patient with this Three of Wands, which is why I also said that. Like I said, you guys have been just super patient. Really just making sure that you're attending to all of the details, really taking your time to focus on every single little possible detail and making sure everything is just perfect. Everything's in place. All the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. I feel like you guys have just been really diligent about that, really taking your time perfecting whatever this is that you've been working on. Like I said, maybe it's a project, maybe it's your resume, maybe it is your education, graduation, whatever. I feel like whatever it is that you are preparing for right now is in the best possible place it can be. So Spirit, I think, is rewarding you for that and saying good job. And that you used this time wisely. You took this time to invest in whatever it is that you are preparing and not just focusing on the outcome itself, which is good. I love that. A lot of you guys, like I said, yes, you are getting ready to graduate. You're ready to get into the workforce. A lot of you guys are also, I think, possibly ready to get married, some of you, because I have the Hierophant, I have the Four of Wands, which definitely talks to me about weddings and marriages. So some of you guys may be working on your wedding, or a proposal, or something, maybe even getting a new house. Okay, maybe you guys have been putting away your money, really saving, being diligent, and like maybe the market is about to finally change in your favor and you're going to find something that you really love. Okay, but it just feels like things are just kind of falling into place for you, and there's a new chapter coming for you, whether it is in love, a location, a job, something. It feels like spring, mid to late spring, is going to bring a completely different landscape for you guys. Like life is going to be completely different for you guys very soon, and I think that's very positive. It's a very positive thing to look at. Now, what I am seeing here is a couple of cards in the reverse that I'm not really sure where this is coming from. I have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Six of Coins reversed. The Six of Coins reversed for me is giving economy. I don't always associate this card with the economy, but for right now, I'm getting that. This is possibly like the economy has just not been in your favor for a lot of you. Job market hasn't been in favor for you, whatever it is. Let's say you guys have been building an app. Maybe like, I don't know, it's just the app hasn't been working for you, or it's just the market hasn't needed something like this yet, or you don't feel like it's the right time to launch it. You can't find the right investors, whatever the case is. But whatever it is, it's like the broader whatever I can't talk. It's Mercury retrograde for sure, because I can't find the word I want to say. The general industry atmosphere has not been ready for you. So it's not just you, it's the world in general just hasn't been ready for you for this new start. So again, I feel like a lot of this has to do with things not moving forward either. But I feel like, again, that's about to turn around. There's going to be something kind of flipping on its head for you. And yeah, I just feel like the world has been really tumultuous with the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Six of Coins. It almost feels like the world has been on fire. I mean, I know it has been, but like your world in particular with this Queen of Wands in reverse. I just feel like some aspect of whatever it is that you're trying to pursue or achieve has just not been the same for a while. Like maybe things started being really funky lately. Okay, people in the industry doing weird things, or there's been a lot of scandals with other companies. So people are maybe like not really very trusting towards certain companies or industries or apps, even. Like it just feels like the world is not very trusting or ready in some cases. Again, that's not going to be the message for everybody, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. It just feels like the world has been very topsy-turvy lately, and so it just hasn't been a good foundation for you. Like it has not been a good foundation for you to step into yet. And so spirit is like, just wait until all this stuff kind of turns around, because we don't want you to enter this job market and then have you get laid off like 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. I think Mercury retrograde is doing things to my brain, so I apologize. But generally, that is the message I'm getting. Hopefully that resonates. I know this is a really short reading. I do mid-month check-ins for the top 3 signs that engage with my content the most. So if you enjoy this reading, or if you just want to see a reading in the future that is longer, or touches on something that you were hoping to get answered, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know that you watched the video, that you want me to do another reading for your sign, so that way I can put you guys in the running for a longer reading in a couple of weeks. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out your reading with one final oracle deck. Spiritual Team, Moonology Manifestation Oracle, what final messages do you have for the Taurus Collective? What final messages do you have for the Taurus Collective? Let's see what we got. Full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. It's almost like Spirit is asking you to just be patient with them and say, hey, like, you see what's happening in the world. Like, if we try and send you out there right now, it's not going to be a good, it's not going to be good for you. So, like, bear with us. But we have something on its way. It's coming, and we are going to give you what it is you've been working so hard for. We just obviously don't want to send you into the lion's den, right? All right, next card is we have first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. So stay positive, keep your ideal situation in mind, okay? Keep manifesting, manifest. I know this is really hard. I'm someone that is guilty of it for sure, and I've been working on it a lot over the last few months, but really being conscious about how I speak about my current situation, even though things may be frustrating or it's not going the way that I want it to, like really just trying to avoid complaining about what it is that we don't have and focusing on what it is that we can do with what we have currently. And also talking about like, gosh, I can't wait until I have more resources to do X, Y, and Z. It's when you focus on the positive that the universe brings more of what it is that you actually want. I know, counterintuitive, but it is what it is. And at the bottom of the deck, we have last quarter moon in Leo, and it says lighten up. And I feel like, again, yes, it could say like, okay, lighten up, don't be so serious, don't be so hard on yourself. Yes, there's that, but I also feel like there is going to be just generally more forward movement, and it doesn't feel like there's going to be as many obstacles in your way towards getting what it is that you want or where you want to go in life. Does that make sense? So it feels like the burden is lightening up for you guys a lot, and it also feels like the obstacles are lightening up, and so you're going to feel like you're able to move faster or achieve things faster in the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months. It just feels like things are moving quicker for you guys, and so it feels a lot lighter. It feels like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, all of that. All right, Tauruses, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Again, like I said, please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading, if it resonated for you. Don't forget to maybe share with another Taurus if you feel like this would resonate for them, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I am also on Instagram and TikTok, and you can find my handles down below in the description box. What else am I forgetting? See, Mercury retrograde. I can't think straight. Generally, just thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day, week, month, whatever. Stay safe, healthy, and blessed until I see you next time. All right. Bye.